What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start this show by being transparent. There were no shows over the weekend. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed Father's Day weekend, but things have been going well. I mean, I ended my streak. I'm sad about that. I won 10 in a row, and then I lost yesterday. So um, things have been good. Try to keep it going here this week. I wish I could have kept my streak, but can't win every single play. Vino, it's good to be back with you. How you doing here today?
I'm good, and 10-0 is nice. 10-1 is nice. We take that all the time. So start to roll back up. Yeah, things been good around here. What I have you, I think I had a WNBA game that did not get there. Yes, I played the late game, Las Vegas and Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Over
I had the over.
over
That's what I lost
164.
on.
Yeah, that's where I was too. Found out that Kalea Copper was coming back, and not that she should make an immediate strong impact. She's been out so long, but Phoenix been playing so well, and we talked about Las Vegas's defense enough to think it was going to go over. It didn't. Second half was kind of a bummer, but we get back to it. The numbers are still really good. Skee up over 83 units since March 17th, and NBA since December 1st, right about the same. I think it's 80 units. So doing well. See what we can do tonight.
Yeah, that Kalia Copper thing, like she was barely even playing. I mean, I know she just came back, but I'll say this: I'm more of a fan of the Caitlin Clark way. I don't know if you heard what she said. She said, "Why do I want to come back if I'm gonna be on a restriction? Like, I don't want to be back unless I'm fully healthy and can play." And she went out there and performed. I hate this. Come out and you don't know if they're gonna play 5 minutes, 8 minutes, and
Yeah.
I don't like that. But anyway,
Clark
looking
was
at the
ready.
chat, yes, she was. Looking at the chat, why are they saying show must have been scheduled for last night or something? Because they're saying, did it start? Ski must have overslept. Leave a like to wake Ski up. Mark says Ski head faked us with the timestamp last night. It wasn't me. I'll tell you. I don't do the timestamp or the. I don't set the show up, so I'm not sure what's going on. But it must have been scheduled for last night. Anyway, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every day. And what I'll say to you guys is, I got back, just got back. If you see me sweating profusely right now, when I went out of town, I left the air conditioning off. And I come back and my house is literally like 87 degrees inside. So the air is on, but it just hasn't caught up yet. So if you see me sweating, just know that's why. All right, we got one game to talk about, Vino. We'll do our best to make some money with it or find some profitable angles. And that one game is in the NBA. Game 5 opened up Thunder -9, looks like 9.5. Total open 224.5. And it's sitting right there. Not a whole lot of movement on this one. Man, that last game, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've seen enough. I've seen this too many. What I say at the circuit, I've seen this too many times. Scott Foster, referee, game 4.
I got to tell you real quick. I'll just step in here. I'm on a late night show on Friday nights, and the game was going on, and the host had Indiana +6.
Oh my God!
And when I got on the air, they were actually winning the game.
Yeah.
And then they got behind, and they were still all happy, the host and the co-host. And they're like, wait a minute. We could actually lose this game. And I'm like, yeah, you know who the lead official is here, Scott Foster. And they're like, oh, no. Next thing you know, technical fouls,
Yes.
everything's going on.
Dude, and then, shout out to my guy right now, too. I haven't seen you in a while. He says, been a minute. Hope you've been well, too, bro. I'm good. Happy to see you. Yeah, see you doing okay. But, yeah, Scott, so not even just to Scott Foster, okay? Literally, right before this game in the interviews, Rick Carlisle is talking about the point spreads of all the games. Like, that's the red flag. And then, I forget how many minutes left, but at the end of the game, he sends Matherin in, right? Matherin just starts missing every free throw. He's never shot a free throw before. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is sometimes in sports betting, you got to find the fix. People don't want to hear that, but It is what it is because there's no way OKC should have covered that game.
No way.
All right, so for this game, I think they got a lot of help in that last one. That's what I was saying. All that to say, Thunder shot what? I think they shot like 19% from three. I know they made three pointers the whole game. A lot of free throws, a lot of fouls. I feel like Rick Carlisle. I have to say this. I feel like Rick Carlisle was playing chess in his most recent interview, though. Like, I don't know if you heard it. He was saying, I'm getting tired of hearing everybody talk about this Scott Foster stuff. I've known him for 30 years. He's a great official. So I don't know. That's making me think he's playing a little bit of chess, and you won't be seeing so many free throws for the other side, or maybe the Pacers will get some love coming up. But regardless of that, what I got from the last game was the Pacers were playing good. They were playing their style of basketball until that fourth quarter. In that fourth quarter, it's like they just either slowed down or it just didn't look like the Pacers team that we're accustomed to. They had 93 points, I think, after three quarters, and only scored 17 for the remainder of the game. I think that's correct. I think that the Pacers have learned their lesson. I feel like we've seen this time and time again. When they play a bad game like that or give a game away, they come through with, a full 48 minutes of effort. When it gets to game 5, we've talked about adjustments each game. At this point, I feel like it's almost like all the chips are on the table for both teams, and you just play your style and play, to the best of what you can do. And if I think like that, yes, the Thunder have been great all year. They historic, point differential. And that's why we see a 9 here. But these Pacers don't give up, man. If we learn one thing about them, they play all the way till the end. So 9 points, 9.5 just seems like a little bit too rich for me here, even if it's in OKC. Now I will say the Thunder role players and everybody could shoot better at home here, but I still think we can see a lot better play from the Pacers too. So I'll pass it to you on that note. I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, my gut feeling coming out of game 4 and back here to game 5 was Oklahoma City was given a life. Not that they couldn't have earned a 1 or 2 point victory, but I mean, just they kind of win going away in the end by 7. Given a 2-2 life, which it looked like they weren't going to have for a long time. Not just 3 quarters, but 3.5, 3 3/4 quarters. It looked like it was going to be 3-1 Indiana. So I thought coming home, didn't shoot well, 3 of 17 from 3. They're probably going to come home and score. They play their best at home offensively. That was their first road cover of the playoffs, right? The other night, they hadn't covered a game. I think they were like 0-8 against the spread up until then. So my initial thought was I'm going to play Oklahoma City team total over, which I didn't talk myself off of. But I also like the other side's team total over. Indiana's been 5-0 to the team total over off of a bad offensive game. By bad, I mean by their standards. If they played 108 or less in the playoffs, they've come back the next game with the team total over. Just bounced back really nice. I'm in agreement with you. That's not the first time. I think it's like the second time in the playoffs we've seen Indiana absolutely cruising through 3 and then like hit the brakes in the fourth quarter and blow a game. It's not like them. I don't think that'll happen here. Their team total is 107.5. The other side, when I bet it was 116.5. I think you can still find those out there. They're available. And then that leads you to playing the game over. It started 224.5, went all the way down to 222. And then it's been pushed back the last, 24 hours. A lot of over money's come back, 36 hours. So I think that way, Skee. I just think you're going to see points here. And I guess I'm happy to hear you say that in game 5 at this point, all chips are on the table and you just figure both sides will play their style. If they play their style, it means we're going to get the opportunities necessary to score 224.5. Sometimes this series has been real stagnant where scoring is concerned, but still, when you look at the game totals of the 4 games, 221, 230, 223, and then, of course, the 215 last game. But the first 3 are not that far. One's actually over 224.5. The other 2 are right there. So I think we probably get a better scoring game. Last thing I'll say is that in game 4, it was the worst 3-point shooting game combined by both teams, 26%, 26.4 by both teams combined. Not only was OKC bad, but key Indiana Pacers, Halliburton, Turner, 1 for 13 out of those two guys. Miles Turner has been like taken out of this series. So neither side shot it well, and I just think that'll happen tonight. I'm hoping that your feeling toward them playing open floor, their style, is correct. That's the way I think. So I can't talk anybody off of any phase of over here as far as full game is concerned. Both team totals over. I think they're both light. And the full that leads you right to full game total over.
Well, Rick Carlisle, I'll say this. We'll do our Teddy covers. Teddy covers quotes. You do the quotes too, though. Both of you guys. Rick Carlisle said, "We got too stagnant. The ball was not being advanced quickly enough. We were up against the clock a lot." And then in that fourth quarter, I mean, Indiana had 1 assist, That's so uncharacteristic. Halliburton, I feel like when I heard him talking, all he was saying was pace, pace, pace. We got to run, get stops and run. Like you said, I mentioned, if both teams play to their identity, that's what it means. And give me on some game. I mean, all you got to do is listen, bro. Even if they don't tell you straight up, you watch these teams enough. Like, after they watch film and stuff, they don't like to give away, like you say, they don't like to give away, game plans and stuff like that. But here's something right here. Siakam says, like, somebody asked Siakam pretty much after watching film, what do you guys think you need to focus on? And Siakam was like, well, I don't think I'm supposed to give away the game plan on here. Or he was like, but we pretty much got to, get back to be our identity,
Right.
playing like ourselves. We all know what that means. We watched them play 1,000 times this year.
Right.
So that bodes well for how you see this game going. I gotta pull it out, Pause.
Okay.
Pause. No, never mind. Oh my God. Oh man. Good thing Casey's not here. All right.
I just got it now. I just got it. Oh man.
Gun to your head. Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad. I'm glad
Yeah,
this time.
Johnny and the brass might not like that one.
But gun to your head if you have to pick.
Mm.
You said you like both team totals. So, I mean, 9 points is a lot. You have to pick which side would you roll with.
Even though Oklahoma City's been way more than capable of blowouts at home, I just think you have to consider the other side. I think you said it already. I'll say it again. But Indiana has been a great bounce back team. And they just, even if they're down 20 in a game, they find their way back somehow. So I think the line is I thought the point spreads were too high in all of these games. Yeah, I thought Oklahoma City was overrated coming in. I just didn't have enough conviction to play the Pacers for the series, because I thought the series price was out of whack too. I've always thought that their 1 through 9 is competitive, matched up against Oklahoma City's 1 through 9. It's proven out. So sidewise, I would look Indiana. Even if it's on the road, I would probably look Indiana.
I'm in agreement with you on that one. Looks like some people from the chat are too. Titan CT says he took a little Pacers plus 9.5. Jose Perez likes the Pacers plus the points. So a little bit of agreement going on in the chat. Eric says, are we zigzagging? I mean, that's what it looks like around here. But Sir Jam doesn't think so. Or maybe, I don't know. He didn't say which team will blow the other team out, but he says, good chance this will be a blowout. So we shall see. We didn't do any talking about player props. Not going to lie, I didn't focus too much on it this time. But top of my head, if I was going to look at something or try to find something to bet, I would take a look or try to find reasons to back Halliburton on his rebounds. And my reason would be, I mean, they're trying to play to their identity, right? There was a game, I forget exactly which game, but he was focused on getting the rebounds and pushing it, like either advancing the ball or just going. If he gets the ball first, that's a way for you, to speed up the game tremendously. So I would try to find more reasons to back that. any props or anything stand out to you, Vino, before we wrap it up?
It's the only prop I had bet this series was Tyrese Halliburton in a bounce back game. The game you're talking about, I'm just looking at the numbers now. At his points and assists over 25.5 that day. He got 33 points and assists, but he had 9 rebounds. So had 42 PRA. When he decides to play, and everything that you quoted from Carlisle and Siakam, well, we're not supposed to give away the game plan, tells you that it's a Tyrese Halliburton up-tempo game. So if you find that number of 25.5 again, points and assists, he was 1 for 7 from 3 last game. I expect his shooting to be a little bit better from distance. And if Indiana does get up and over the team total, chances are real good he'll cash some prop tickets tonight.
All right, I like it. Well, that is what we have for NBA Finals Game 5. Now, before we go to best bets, let's see if we could do a little bit of this, I guess, here, Vino. What does this look like? There we go. 30 days of winning picks, pay for just 14. So pretty sure it was like $100 off, something like that. That's the deal we have going at Wager Talk right now. And you can take advantage of it with Vino or myself. And on that note, get this production right. There we go. On that note, we're going to move it over to Vino for best bets. And I'll ask you if there's anything else you would like to promote. And if you have a best bet for the show, we would love it. If you do not, it's only one game. It's okay.
First thing I was going to say, and you just said it, was to just get back in the house and have that production run that smooth is pretty good out of you. Didn't even need any time to prep up or anything. I'm going to promote. You just gave it out there. Again, guys, you can find all my work over at wagertalk.com. Skee's generally got the link floating across the bottom there for you to see both of our home pages. That was just my subtle throw it up there. There you go. Let my guy have a second to throw it up there. I played it multiple. I kind of discussed everything I played here, Skee. I'll tell you that to me, the best bet here is just to play full game total over 224.5, just because I like both sides. I really like everything I discussed here, not to leave 3 best bets, but I would say to choose tonight over 224.5 to me seems the way to go. So I'll leave that for the show as the best bet.
Good stuff from Vino. And for myself, I'll just remind everybody that kind of seeing things a little clearer right now. I've hit 10 out of 11, and we're going to try to keep that going here today. We count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with this one game, I can't give a best bet. I have my best bet posted, like I said, on Friday, and 8 paragraphs if you would like to read about it at wagertalk.com. But tomorrow we have 6 games in the W. There'll be plenty to share. So maybe I'll rock with 2 best bets for you guys tomorrow. But this is what we have for today. So on that note, Vino, like I always say, appreciate you taking the time to come cap these games with me. Helps me out tremendously. I know you helped the chat out, and it's just a good time as well. For you all in the chat, you guys are great cappers, great people in there too, and you're much appreciated. You guys help make the show what it is. So we'll be back again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, not nighttime. So if you showed up at night, you're gonna be by yourself. For those people who showed up thinking I overslept.
Camping out overnight for this show, Skee.
10:30 a.m., not p.m. And we have 6 games to discuss tomorrow. So we'll have a lot of money to make. And we'll catch you guys then.